when I say I order things from Ukraine, by the way,
That's not a lie.
like,
Dude, that looks like fucking drugs.
That's what
That
it
looks
is,
like
bro.
someone ordered like not enough cocaine.
it's like it's not very much if it were.
Yeah,
drugs.
it's like the bag was bigger, but they did a bunch of it before they dropped off the package.
Right, and
It
retaped
got
it.
stolen.
That's exactly
halfway
what
through.
drugs look like when you watch a documentary. It's got the tape.
It's the same tape. It's the
It's
same
the same tape.
brown like
Bubble
packing
wrap.
tape. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's like I bought Pix the other day, and they gave me like a Coke bag to put them in. Like
Oh,
it
really?
was like blue. It wasn't even like clear. It was like a drug bag.
Save those, man. Those are good drug bags.
Yeah.
They fit my
Yeah.
Dunlop. Can you sponsor me? I think that's who makes these.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dunlop.
Dunlop. These are phenomenal.
Good apple cider today. All right.
Ooh, we got I love apple cider.
All right, preschool.
All
Preschool
right.
made this.
That's why.
Oh,
That's why you
hell
pay
yeah.
$400 a week, bro. So you can get good
Whatever
apple
it is.
cider.
I know. I actually thought about that on the way back as I was driving. I was like, but if I don't have the apple cider, can I just pay $50 less a week? Would that be- you know, like how much of the cost that's being passed on to me is apple cider?
Through the apple cider.
Yesterday, when I was picking Vinny up from daycare, they had all these candies, and it says like it doesn't say take one, but you're supposed to just take one, right? And I was just like, I'm gonna take one for Alexis because it's $30 a day. Hopefully, this is factored into the cost.
Yeah,
It was
right.
like a
No.
milk chocolate gingerbread cookie. Oh my, gingerbread piece. It was a piece of
Yeah, so
Your
that
deli.
might have been a dog treat.
no.
That definitely was a dog treat. Maybe
No,
that's
no,
why
it
your
was Ghirardelli.
girlfriend's mad at you, bro. You thought it was because you
Oh,
were a
no.
dick. You gave her dog treats.
No, that's
No.
so funny. No. It was do you know that Ghirardelli brand, the little squares?
Mm-hmm.
It was milk chocolate with gingerbread cookie pieces in it. It's really
Okay.
good.
It wasn't milk bone chocolate.
No. I know what it. Also, here's the thing.
Milk a bone. And
Here's the thing. Do you know how fucked up it would be if they made chocolate dog treats or just trying to kill everyone?
That's actually
What if it was
so
fake
that's-
chocolate?
You
Well-
can't have chocolate. Yeah, they can more than like a little. Anyway,
It's just like a fake
It
chocolate.
doesn't. It's actually I learned this like not that long ago, so I'm not trying to like teach, but it's actually
No,
not
please.
as deadly
no.
as they say.
Onions are bad too. I feel he goes in the kitchen sometimes and I'm chopping onions. I'm always those are not good.
I saw this post on Reddit today, and it made me think of this question for you guys. Why do we call purple onions red onions? Like, they're clearly purple.
Correct. I was thinking about that the other day. I was cutting one. This is not red.
I can tell you why. Because when it has the shell on it, it does appear more
It
red.
is redder.
Yeah,
when it has
like when
yeah,
it's
not the
unpeeled, it
shell.
looks
Yeah.
red.
No.
Okay, dumb question. Next question.
It's like this. It's like this color. It's like this color.
Yeah, and I think
don't know if
that's fair game to be called red or purple.
Or purple. It's a very in-betweener.
But when you take it off, they're purple. They're not red
Yeah.
ever. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, look,
Like,
they
the
call
skin of
me
it
a
is-
white person, but the inside of me is a different color. We're talking about the
We're
outward
all the same on
appearance.
the inside.
Fair. Technically, what's so funny is like no one's actually white. Like this is
No,
white.
there's no such thing. Well,
This is white.
I think Anya Taylor-Joy is white, but everybody else is not.
Dude, does our skin
know
like,
who's really
have a
light-skinned?
color? Like, is this an actual... Flesh is a color, I think.
Yeah, but so mine is more like olivey, you know?
Yeah, but I'm
Sean
saying,
has
like,
a
if you
little bit-
open a box of crayons, right?
Oh, they
there's not
have
one
some-
that says flesh.
I think
Oh,
there
Well,
is a flesh-colored crayon.
By the, all right, I'm gonna clear the air on
Pretty
this.
racist.
Googling it.
First off, there
too.
is a skin color crayon box now. We have it.
Really?
Yeah.
For drawing people.
Yeah, there's like a
That's
specific
cool.
one for when you're drawing people, and it's a bunch of different flesh colors. And
Well, because you can't say
but
flesh.
there is no like olive one though, so I.
But
feel
is it like...
I
Is it
love
like... Is it like... I don't know how to describe it. Is it like olive
It's
tone 1,
very-
olive tone 2, olive
It's
tone
like
3?
varying degrees of fucking peach.
Here's-
and-
But what do they...
you know,
don't
okay,
put-
so they still name it like peach and shit like that. though.
People
No,
don't.
I don't know
put-
what the name is. I don't know what the name is.
That's what I'm curious about.
The reason they don't have to do like olive is because like I feel like little kids aren't drawing Greek people or Italian people. Like they're just not doing that. They're drawing like
never
people that
know.
are darker than Europeans or they're
Rosie
lighter.
could be really into God of War Ragnarok right now, and just
Yeah.
really,
By the way,
really want to
fellas.
draw some like gods.
Fellas,
You know,
I need some advice, and maybe we can play together for Christmas. Alexis and I didn't get each other. I got her a little gift, but
World of
we
Warcraft.
pulled money. No,
Oh.
hold on. We pulled money and got a PS4. I used one.
Nice.
Oh,
So did,
okay.
what do you guys play games on that, or do you have one? Or
The Witcher.
is it good?
It's a
It's really
game that
good.
she would be into, and it
I'm not good.
takes
No, it's for both of us. The games
uh
that like
What do you like to
The
play
Witcher would
though?
take forever.
Yeah, The
so that
Witcher's
And
like
like
The Witcher's a game you get lost in for
what
sure.
about like what the ones that I want to try that I've never played? Because my favorite games, we have
Yeah,
two
what
of
are
them
your
that were
favorite
used.
games?
I have so far we only have three games. She has Minecraft, which she likes, which is cool. I like it too, but I like Call of Duty and I like racing games, like Gran Turismo and shit like that.
I've Gran
Um,
Turismo 7. And I
I
got a
have
wheel.
I don't know
Have you
what I
seen my
have, dude. I
wheel?
don't know what it is,
what
but it's like from
about
2020 and it was like $8 used. It was cool. It was a good
I got a
game.
It's
game for
sick.
you. I got a game for you. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Say, I was
Also a
about to
great
ask
game.
about Red Dead Redemption
It's
and
fucking great.
Yeah, also
Everything about it is great.
What's that Assassin's Creed? Is that the other one? That's like
Valhalla. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is
no,
really
yeah,
good.
no.
I don't I got bored of the Assassin's Creed series. Like
I
it's
did
not
What
for
too
isn't there
me.
after
like
like the
six of them
second or
though?
third one.
Yeah,
You
I
said
just
it's done. What about the first? I remember people were freaking out. I don't know when this was about the one that was like revolutionary times. People were like, "This one's gas." I don't know which one
I
that
think that was
is.
like PlayStation 3.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
but you
sure.
can still play these.
No,
So
yeah, it's back.
PlayStation 4 now has this PlayStation Plus thing you pay for,
I have
and
it.
you can go all the way up to $18 a month, and $18 a month gets me games like Sly
All
Cooper and
yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, like all the
All
games I used to play
the
when I was
Ratchet and
new
little.
the
Clank
new
is
Ratchet and Clank is really good.
Okay, so I'm gonna for sure upgrade us to that executive, whatever the fuck. It's like $18 a month. But my games I played when I was a kid were Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 2, Elite.
They just remade that, by the
Um,
way. Tony
and
Hawk.
I heard Tony Hawk, and then Ratchet and Clank and Sly Cooper. My brother and I played all the time. I
Yeah,
love that game.
they're a
That
lot
kind
of
of
fun.
sneaking around shit. I love that. That's why I like Black Ops. Anyway, let's get to the podcast. I know you guys
yeah,
like video games.
Red
I
Dead
hate.
is great because you can
Okay.
be as like
Is
story
it
oriented and quest oriented as you want, or you could literally just go hunt bear for 2 hours, and both are totally acceptable.
is
Like
it
you
can you do any of these two player? No.
Nah, Red Dead's
Some of
We're
better
them
than
you
looking
Red
for
Dead.
can.
good two-player games that isn't like Call of Duty or Gran Turismo. Like those are good two-player games because you can like play against each other, play with bots, race against others.
See if Fall Guys is split screen. I feel
All
like you
guys.
guys would have a
Okay.
good time playing Fall Guys. That's a
Heck
very
is Fall
fun
Guy.
game. If you want, it's just like it's a dumb
Is
like
it
game
one
show
word,
game.
Fall Guy?
No,
No.
it's 2 words. It's like a dumb game show looking game. But you guys would have a good time playing that if it's split
Royal
screen.
Obstacle.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh my God, this looks like it's for Rosie's age.
Oh, dude, I have a good time playing this game. Are you kidding me? It's
No,
so
I'm not saying it's
competitive.
bad. I'm saying like,
It is for Rosie's age, but I get my ass kicked by kids Rosie's age.
is free
Yeah,
on Epic Game Store. Okay,
should be
cool.
free.
Anyway,
Mize, you know what I almost dropped $30 on last night because I was fiending so hard. I almost bought me and you a WoW sub last night. Dude, I was this close. I
how
had
much?
my
Wait, what do you mean?
I
You have to
was
buy a subscription for it?
you sub
Yeah.
every month to the server.
$30 a
It's
month.
well, it would be
No, it's
$15, but I was gonna buy it for me and Mize to play WoW. I was
You
I
get
was literally this
That'd be
close,
something
man.
else.
Oh, I was
'Cause,
so
like,
close.
I say I can't play it, but if it shows up on my doorstep, I'm playing.
is it anyway, I'll let you
It's
guys
the
know later.
greatest video game
Yeah.
ever
I've heard
made.
it's amazing.
It's
Period.
awesome. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I was fiending so hard to play it last night. The only thing I wanted to do was play WoW for like 4 hours, and I was gonna just buy it for me and you.
Dude, just get the just watch some Twitch streams and get it out of your system. That's what I do. I go like watch some other people play it, and I get my fill satiated, and then I go on.
Then you're out. That's the problem is I started watching more Twitch streams of it, and now I want to play it again. So like
Yeah, that does that too.
brutal. Yeah, it's
Does
brutal.
it too.
But
You have to beat it. You have to beat back the demons. You know,
yeah, for real. All
yeah,
right.
beat them back.
I guess we can start the podcast.
Yeah, I
All
feel
right.
like we already did.
Well, we've been recording for like 15 minutes or something, but you
Yeah.
know, we'll just we'll throw all that in anyway.
That's-
Fuck it. This is the official start of the podcast.
Yeah, right.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Bias Podcast with your host Sebastian Falvo and Sean Mize. And it is Christmas season, and it is bringing up the worst in people. I will say that. I went to the post office the other day, and there was a line of us, like maybe 10 people deep, right? And I'm at the desk. I'm like, all right, now's my turn. I'm so excited because I've been here for 45 minutes already. I get up to the desk and I'm starting to pay, and this lady comes rushing in. She has to be in like her mid 30s. She comes rushing in, cuts everyone in line, and she goes, "Oh my god, I dropped my phone into the mailbox. Can you help me?" And this lady behind the counter is like, "You don't see the line of people here, you know?" She's like, "Okay, I'll go help you." She's like, "Oh my god, my kid's in the car. My kid's in the car." And I'm, okay, why would you leave your kid in the car? A, it's,
Yeah.
you're a bad mom. And B, you dropped your phone. Who gives a shit? Wait in line. Bring your kid in here.
Yep.
So this lady goes out to help her, and we're all standing. There's like 10 of us already, and now by the time we wait like 5-10 minutes, and the post office lady comes back in, and she's like, "It's gonna be a minute." And now there's like 20 of us in line at this point, and that lady's like freaking out because she can't find her phone in the mailbox or something, and her kid's in her
Can
car.
we pause real quick? Okay, so I'm gonna use. So this is my package from Ukraine that looks like drugs, but it's capacitors. I'm gonna use it as a. Why would you put
Yeah, I was
a
about to
letter
say.
in like
I
that?
have no idea. I have no idea. The
Like
story
in
gets
order to
better.
drop your phone in the, you would have to have your phone going in with the package.
Yeah, it really
I
has to
don't.
be an
That's
accomplishment.
why people. That's why people who drop their phone need one of these things. This won't happen.
It won't happen.
All
Yeah,
right.
Sebastian works for that company, by the way. What's
I
his
wish.
little
Those
I
little
think
fucking?
it's
pop
called a pop
sockets.
it.
Yeah, pop its.
Yeah.
Is that it? But
Yeah.
so the post office lady comes back and she's like, "It's gonna be a minute." And now there's like 20 people, and at this point, honestly, it's either the kid or the phone. You're leaving one of them behind. Like, pick one lady, whichever one you value more, and leave the other one behind. Because there's 20 of us here, and this post office lady's just trying to do her job, and it's been 15
Kid
minutes,
for sure.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go to your kid, leave the fucking phone behind. You know.
No, I meant the other way around, but okay.
Oh, I mean, either way, if you want to leave the kid behind and go get your phone,
She
then
clearly
that's
doesn't give
cool.
a shit about it. It's in the car. It's
Yeah,
fucking cold out.
she
You
doesn't
gotta.
care
You live in
about either one.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was like 30 degrees that day.
Yeah, for
it was
sure.
cold out. So then,
It's
like
fun.
15 minutes later, the post office lady comes back in, and she goes, "We decided to call the phone, and it was in her car." And I wanted to run out there and deflate every one of her tires so fast.
Oh
This lady had
my
the audacity to
God.
cut 10 people in line, make the post office lady go out there and look for her phone for 20 minutes, and it was in her car the whole
Why
time.
did she assume it was in the mailbox,
Because
dude?
she's an idiot.
Why would that be the first place you assume? Like you don't check anything else.
She didn't check her car. You know, she thought she dropped it in the mailbox. So why are you
She did-
yeah, why are you
That's
holding your
crazy.
phone, putting it in the dude, I don't know. So it's bringing out the worst in people. I was so frustrated, man. Just like
Yeah,
So I
that's
was I was
horrible.
at UPS right before here, and like the guy ahead of me. Okay, so the guy ahead of me, and there's a woman ahead of him, and the woman like turns around and was like, "How was your Thanksgiving?" And he's just like, "I just can't wait for the first."
that's exactly how I feel.
I just can't wait for the first.
That's exactly how I feel.
Oh shit.
But we have a fun episode aside
No,
from
I'm
that
looking.
for you
I'm
guys.
looking forward to. I really am looking forward. I always look forward to Christmas. The first can wait.
We have a fun
When
episode. We got
I
some
feel like I didn't care until I had a kid. You know what I mean? Now I like
How
Christmas a
about
lot more.
Christmas? Oh,
Yeah, I feel like I
fucking
like
love
it a lot more.
Christmas.
I agree with that. I'm much more into the spirit of Christmas now that I have a kid. I watch a lot
Yeah.
more movies and stuff, and she listens to music, which I gotta say, the Elvis Christmas album, I listened to it the other day. Half of it is awesome, and the other half is just completely unlistenable.
Yeah.
You can't understand what
Super
he's saying.
cringe.
Yeah,
Well,
like
that's Elvis in general. That's like
Yeah.
that's like Elvis in general.
There's
Some
a
of it's like
couple good Elvis
amazing.
songs that are like that are you put it on and it's like electric, and then the other ones you put on are dog shit.
he's just
Yeah.
like
The
his
other ones you put
singing
on the
is
powers
either
out.
he either has the most enunciation when he sings or just none. It's like he just
Yeah.
mumbles through his songs the whole time. I was so stunned.
Is there if there's a Little Richard Christmas album? I want you to listen to that instead. It's probably better.
Aurora likes a very metal Christmas.
Love
The
it.
very metal.
She makes me listen to a
Who's-
very metal Christmas.
Whose is that? Whose record is that?
It's just a compilation of like a bunch
Very
of different
metal Christmas. Let me look
yeah,
this up.
who's on
Oh
there?
shit!
There's a lot of good,
2011.
yeah, there's
George
a lot of
Lynch.
good people on
Yeah.
there. What's his name?
Helix.
Lemmy's
LA
on there.
Guns.
Yeah.
Faster Pussycat sings "Run Run Rudolph." Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like kid.
So she really digs the metal Christmas.
Hell yeah.
You know, what can you
This
say?
is funny. Dude, Helix made a lot of. I don't even. They're not that great, but they're on here a lot. It's funny.
So we got a short little Christmas episode for you guys. We picked out some stocking stuffers, some friends for gifts, and you know, just an all around big gift if you have a musician in your life. So we have them all listed here in the Discord, and we'll be sure to post the links in any place you could find our info or all of our links. So, Mize, if you want to start off here, what do you think would be a good stocking stuffer to give the musician in your life?
A tuner, snark tuner, tune your guitar. That's
You
it.
picked a rechargeable one, which is
I
interesting.
picked the rechargeable one because
Never
I'm in a,
even seen that before.
I'm in a giving mood. What can I say?
I,
I'm feeling generous.
It's
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't know that
Rechargeable
existed till
snark.
right now.
And here's the thing about a snark. A snark is like you clip it onto your headstock, you tune your fucking guitar. Simple as that. But here's the thing about the snark too is like I start using them live now to get a tuner off of my chain, and it works great. So it's not just like a bedroom tuner thing. Like on a gig, you could totally use that if you don't
Yeah,
want a tuner in your pedal chain.
so
I use a
So
clip-on tuner.
has that technology gotten better then? Because I remember when I played, that technology wasn't good enough yet to have on stage.
um you want to tune in between songs when there's not a lot of
Yeah,
vibration or
Yeah.
ancillary things going on, but it works fine. And honestly, so like I feel like any musician, the snark gets you there, and you can touch tune from there if you need
you're
to.
right.
So like
Mine
even if
works.
it's not perfect.
I have one I use during songs sometimes. My little
Yeah.
D'Addario one that's like real small.
Hmm.
I think it's called an NS Micro, whatever it is. That thing works during tunes. It depends on how loud it is, I
Yeah.
think. But I think
It can
also
be fun.
if your budget's bigger and you want a clip-on tuner and you want the best one, the Peterson tuner.
Of
There's a
course.
clip-on
Yeah.
Peterson one that's like $60.
Really, any of the
Um,
Peterson shit is
or
the right
the
call.
Yeah, I don't like the sonic research that everyone uses.
Oh,
It's
really?
Yeah, I can't. It's never it never stops moving, and it just drives me insane. It's like a
Mhm.
real chromatic tuner.
Yeah, I like those.
$60
Yeah.
for a tuner isn't bad considering like
No, but it's a clip-on tuner. That's a lot. It's triple the price of Sean's probably, if
right,
not
but if
more
It
you're
than
is.
that.
if you're
It's
using
triple.
that for a gig anyway, how much is like the Boss pedal tuner?
100 something.
Right. So
You
if you're
can find
They
spending
them
the
make
same
used
that
all day
half
for
one.
60 or 70.
Yeah, they make that, and I would say if you're gonna get one, probably not the Boss one. I would say get the TC one.
well, whichever
That's the one
one
I have.
you're still going to spend almost double the amount though. So
Yeah,
that's a pretty good deal
for
for
sure.
that's a pretty good deal for a headstock tuner.
And you're not going to carry a tuning pedal with you in your bag to plug in and tune. You're going to want a clip on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's for the board. A pedal tuner is just to keep on your board, never to move it and on anything
yeah,
else.
for
Yeah.
sure.
So if you have an acoustic and electric, get a clip on.
Yeah, for sure.
So
All
Singos,
right.
what do you got for your stocking stuffer over here?
My first one is a Amazon Basics looper. And the reason I put that is because I actually have one. I wanted a looper and it was just like, why do I need to spend $100 and something for something I'm not going to use live and like the quality of the sound is going to be fine. It's this. I mean, everyone can see it. It just says looper. It's made by Amazon. I know I don't like buying pedals from companies like Amazon, but it is what it is. This was like $40. It works great. I use it all the time. It works just like the Ditto looper from TC, which is I think triple the price. It's probably like
Hmm.
120. So this was like 40 something bucks. Um, yeah,
A
really
great
good.
deal.
Run off 9 volts and get a looper. If you have a looper young, most of us did not start using loopers young. Your time will be insanely good.
It's a great practice tool. It's a good
Really
idea
good.
to show these things on. Yeah, like I look at all these fucking snarks I have. I have snarks all day. I'm up to my tits and snarks in this room. Like
And I
just people
got
just give them to me all the time. I just feel like every time my dad sends me a package of any sort from Pittsburgh, it has one or several snarks in it. Yeah.
he the and if you don't like the look of an alien eye on your fucking guitar from a snark, you buy one of these. This clips
Snarks.
on the headstock, and then you turn
That's
it.
like
You
the
see it.
Wish.com version of the snark. Just get the
No,
snark.
it's not. It's a tutorial one, and you can put it on either way, and then switch the way it
Like
shows
when
you.
it
Whatever it is
rotates.
cool. Yeah, that looks like shit. Does the issue? That doesn't look. That doesn't look cool. People want to look cool. You play guitar, you want to look cool. That doesn't look
Headstock
cool.
tuners don't look cool. It's not a
This one
cool
looks
thing.
Period.
less. This one looks less
Period.
shitty.
Disagree.
I will say
Neither here
the
nor there. You're a
Hold
looper.
on.
I will say the looper is I
You can
never thought
barely
about
tell it's
it.
on there.
Fair. It's fair. It's
You
fine.
can.
It's fine. It's
Well, you
it's
could say the
not.
same thing about the snark if you put it on backwards.
You
No, no,
could
no, no. The snark sticks out big time.
I'm still going with
leave
the
the
snark.
snark alone.
Sean knows that.
Snark, snark,
going.
snark,
Yeah, I'm going with the snark because it sounds like snarf, and
snark, snark.
So
Yeah, D'Addario Micro NS tuner doesn't really have a ring to it. You're right.
the looper,
Thank.
the looper's a cool idea, especially for like a kid, like you were saying. Because as a kid, if
Yeah,
I would have had that as a kid, I think I would have practiced guitar a lot more.
yeah. It is
Definitely.
frustrating at first
Yeah.
because it's not easy. You have to like learn with every looper. You like learn how to time it. My
Yeah,
advice to anyone that like is using a looper would be to, if you're gonna loop a riff, while you at the end when you hit it on the beat, play with it while you're stopping it because that'll help you keep it in time rather than just play and then when it's over hit stop, which is weird. You play through the ending of it, and so it'll help if anyone ever wants to start
that's
using a
good
looper
advice.
and never has.
Yeah. Especially for someone that's never used a looper here.
Yeah, it's tough.
So, Mize, if you had a good friend or like, someone that you wanted to buy a gift for, what would you give them? A little more higher budget than a
Okay.
stocking stuffer.
So I really had two options here. My instinct was to plug my own pedal, but I'm
Yes.
not going to do that.
Oh, by the way, I have one. I need to make a demo of it in the next couple of days. This is a brass tax, a Riveter
Yeah.
Electric. Riveter Electric,
Yeah.
correct? That is the name.
That's the one.
This thing's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Seabass, why don't you plug my pedal? You just used it. You know what I
I
mean?
did.
So
It's so good. It's on the gig. I ended up just using this either by itself and then rolling my guitar down because it cleaned up nice, but gave like it still had some hair to it, or boosting a pedal with this. It's really
yeah.
nice. It's
I
really
just
good.
gave Kirk Fletcher last night. He's a great hang, by the way. Anybody who's
He's
a
super
fan
nice.
of Kirk Fletcher, like as a player, um, you should be more of a fan of him because he's literally the nicest person I've ever met. Like period, end stop. Like he's the nicest person.
He's super nice.
He's such a comforting, good hang, smart dude, great player, like all the things. But yeah, I'm curious to see what he thinks of that. But that's not
Did you give him
my
this
friend.
one?
I gave him a
The
Germanium
BC
one.
Germanium one, yeah.
Yeah, I gave him an AC 127, the green one
Nice.
I just built. So it's just the one I had on hand.
And it's also I think he'll like that one best.
Yeah, I think so too. But my second gift, like to a friend, is a Fluke. Mine's the 115 or 117 multimeter. This thing is awesome. And you're probably thinking, why a multimeter? I think a lot of guitar players could benefit from you having basic multimeter skills. This is going to be a way to troubleshoot and really help you hone in on certain things with your tone. Um, it'll help you maintain your gear. Some examples of this would be biasing your amp. That's the number one easiest thing to do with this. Not easiest, but like the number one most useful thing to do with something like this. It allows you to monitor the bias of your amp and really make sure everything's working right, your tubes are matched, things like that. It's how you can read DC resistance on pickups.
Yep.
You can read continuity, which continuity means like you have point A and point B. Are they connected or are they not connected? This is good
How
for
well are
finding.
they connected, right?
Well, not it doesn't really gauge how well, but it'll basically beep um, if they are connected. So that's a way to
Okay.
find if you have a short somewhere. Um, there are honestly there like you can
I have yours, it died.
it has a capacitor mode. You can read what you can read capacitors more accurately because when something says 0.022, it's not actually 0.022. It's going to be like 0.20 or 0.27 or something like that. Um, and I just want to give these to all my friends so they stop coming over my house and making me do their shit for them. That's what this is all about.
That's how you make money, though. What do you mean?
Not for my friends. I just no, but I'm joking. I'm happy to do it. I actually have a lot of fun working on my friends'
Oh
gear.
yeah, we need to I need to just get no, you know what you should be giving everyone? A soldering iron.
Soldering iron. Yeah,
I need a
I thought
soldering iron so
about
that
that.
like my PRS, the a cable came off the jack again, and it's my fault again for this, unfortunately. And it needs to be soldered. I don't have a soldering iron, so my guitar's just sitting there, and I
The
can't. Like,
soldering iron I thought about. It was between my
just
soldering iron, my Hacko,
yeah,
or the Fluke, but the Fluke has more uses for like the average musician.
true.
So that's why I picked the Fluke, but a soldering iron is also a great choice.
Soldering
I
irons, pickups. It's fucking jacks. It's so many things.
Yeah. No, but like you have to actually get good at it
No,
and
no, for
compete.
sure. Yeah.
But I
There's
also
no
do
learning
feel
curve.
like I have said this before to Seabass, and our friend Sam agrees. I feel like doing your own soldering is like doing your own laundry. Just fucking learn how to do it and
Yeah, I
like
know. I
grow
should.
up. Like
Bad.
because you're like there's so many things like Seabass, you have me, but there's a lot of guitar players who
No,
don't
yeah, I don't.
have a me, and they're gonna like for your jack being like ripped out, they're gonna go somewhere and pay $60 to get it resoldered in two
I
seconds.
know.
It's like
And the pickups, for me, it's that. Like, I would definitely try more pickups if I could solder because I can't.
yeah,
I got to take it somewhere, and then it takes a couple days, and then do I have time to go to blah blah blah? And even if
right.
I didn't bring it to you, or if you were busy and you couldn't, I would bring it somewhere else, or buy a soldering iron and then like fuck it up. That's kind of the thing
Yeah.
too. It's just like you got to have something to practice soldering on. You don't want to. I wouldn't want to do it on my guitars. I only have two.
But I
That's
mean,
why.
Right.
That's why you're
soldering's
right
kind
though.
of
The multimeter is a better gift.
Soldering is kind of
Yeah.
an easy thing to practice though, because you could just get spare wires and like practice soldering them to
True. Yeah. To
anything.
things to metal,
Yeah,
like a
to
piece of
anything.
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you can really practice soldering pretty cheap. That's a pretty good gift I feel for a musician too.
Yeah,
Things come in
it's just
handy.
like the fluke is a zero commitment thing. A soldering iron is a commitment. So I don't
Yeah.
want to give
True.
a gift that's like a huge commitment. It's like giving a puppy. Like I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah.
I
Like I
think a
don't
True.
want you to
soldering
have
iron
to
and a puppy
learn
might be a
it.
little different.
You have to learn it. You have to take
Little.
care of it.
If
You know,
Seabass can
there's
take
a
care of Vinny, he can take care of a soldering iron. All
Yeah. I
right.
know. I
well,
need to get a
yeah.
soldering iron for sure.
But yeah.
It's also a
So
space thing. Where am I
Well,
gonna do it?
they're only like this big. You have a desk.
No. 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 It's still. Yeah. I have a desk, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. You're right.
Salvador over
Sean has
there.
a separate table though in the
Oh,
back
it is an
yeah.
excuse,
for
man.
his thing. No, no, no. I'm gonna get one. I'm saying like Sean though at least has he's not doing it on the desk where his fucking computer is. You know what I mean?
I think
I
you just keep
have.
using
You do
Sean.
sit there and do it. Okay.
I don't like to, but I
He's
have.
soldered things to his computer to practice.
Yeah, I built my Mac.
With a soldering
I got the
iron.
kit. Could you
The
imagine if they gave
soldering
you
iron.
kits?
A kit.
Oh my god! For and then you get like this little M1 chip in this single
Yeah.
bag.
That's what we should do
Yeah.
for a show. We should send Seabass the Amazon basic pedal kits and make him build it himself.
Yeah,
That's a
I
great
like
That'd be
that.
cool.
idea.
I
Yeah.
guarantee I could figure it out.
Merry
I'm not
Christmas,
saying that.
Seabass. I found what I'm getting you. I'm
Yeah.
getting you the Amazon basic pedal kit, and you got to
Do they
build it
Here's
have
an
that?
yourself. They
Amazon
do.
Basic tremolo.
Yep.
Build it yourself.
They got to
No,
build.
don't give
Yeah.
me a just give me an overdrive. What are we doing here? Don't give me a fucking bucket brigade delay. I'm building.
I'm gonna get you something sick. I'm gonna decide what it is. I'm not.
No, you know what I really should build? I should build
Polyphonic octave
like a
generator.
fuzz. Yeah, yeah, right, right, right.
We're gonna
Hey,
get you the most complicated circuit.
You send me a broken tape delay, like a real tape delay,
I'm
and I
gonna
gotta
send
put
it
it
to
back together.
Maze first, and then Maze's gonna add extra parts just to fuck with you.
Yeah, and you have to decide what the right ones are.
You have to pick which
Yeah.
ones are right,
Is
which
it
ones
A
are
or
wrong.
B? And if I,
Yeah,
yeah, that's funny.
that'd be great. Seabass, what do you got in your second tier for a friend
I might
gift?
change it because it's a little dear. It's a little expensive. I might change it on the fly right now. But what I have is a guitar, not a multimeter. Which because multimeters are fucking boring. So I put a guitar in here.
Well, guess what? You got to take your gift back now, Maze. Seabass just said that shit's boring.
It is boring. Wait, is it
What
for me?
Yeah, it
What the-
was.
Wait, what? The fluke? The fluke is boring. The fluke is great.
Dude,
Actually,
I would rather put this cheap pen into my fucking eyeball than deal with a multimeter. The multimeter you gave me, I used,
because you
and
know me. That's why
no,
you
no,
said
no, because I
you were
genuinely
in
don't care.
Utah and
Like,
you needed
I
to
don't
learn
care
how to
though. Like, I don't. It's something that like my brain just goes.
now until he calls me once a week saying, "Hey, why isn't this working?" It's like, "Oh, use your fucking multimeter." If you were in the middle of goddamn Utah
What
and
multi?
there was,
What did I call you and say it won't work, and the multimeter's gonna fix it?
it's not gonna fix it, but it will diagnose it. You know, it's a diagnosing tool. You
Yeah, but
know.
here's what I'm saying.
You asked about, oh, you know what? You called me the other day and you were like, "Hey, that can I leave the 6L6 switch on or
I'm
put it on
not
the 66?"
multimetering. I'm not multimetering an amp. I don't know how to do that. It's scary.
It's not. Stop being a
It
pussy.
is. There's volts in there. I could kill my ass. I know there is.
It's so hard to
Okay,
kill
so
yourself.
and I don't care if I'm gonna get shits or PRS. Fuck off. PRS guitars are made well, so I'm getting someone to get that won't break, like a Gibson.
It's a
So
horrible gift.
it's an S. Okay, it's an SE 245. It's basically like your Les Paul style thing, but has a wraparound, which I fucking prefer, which I've been preferring these days.
Yeah.
It looks cool as fuck. Here's the thing. When I had pictured this for like, I know that it's for Sean, but Sean's had too many guitars. He doesn't need guitars, and the guitars he
It's
wants are
not for
40.
me.
The guitars he wants are 40 grand. So that's
Yeah.
just the way it is. They're ES335s or Fenders from the 50s or the 60s. So this is I kind of pictured like you're a kid and you wake up. It's got fucking zebra humbuckers, a fucking sick top on it. It's such a cool looking guitar,
Can I ask
and
a
it's
question?
not a Gibson, and it's not. Hold on, let me explain. Yes, of course. It's not a Gibson and not a Fender because those things are like not as reliably made, I would say, as in you don't know you're going to get a good one. And most people, when they're going to buy guitars for somebody, don't play guitar and don't know what a good one feels like. So can't gauge it. So I would say a PRS. And now it's more expensive than those cheaper Gibsons and Fenders for sure. It's probably double the price. This one's blemished, so get on Z Sounds and buy it. But go ahead, Sean. What?
Does it come with a gift receipt?
Yes, it does. It does. Oh my God!
Okay.
Do you guys ever watch I Think You Should Leave?
No.
Okay, it is a skit. It's a sketch comedy show on YouTube. That this guy Tim Robinson. There's a sketch where the guy gives him a gift, and he's like, "But you like the gift, right?" And he's like, "I like the gift," and he goes, "Then give me the receipt back." And they fight over the receipt, and then he takes the receipt and he eats the receipt, and then it's just like, "Hope you like the gift." And then he gets like violently sick, and he's like, "Oh, did you not wipe properly?" It's this whole fucking thing. It's anyway, it's so funny. But yeah,
No,
there's a gift
the
receipt.
PRS is like in class like probably the best
I wish we
build
should could
quality
show
you
it
could.
too,
Well, we'll link it.
Yeah, we'll link it.
But it probably is like best build quality in class for
for
that price
sure.
range.
I
Um,
mean, you could even get if you don't want this and you don't want a humbucker because you're just wrong. You could get the John Mayer one. That's the same
could
price,
get
like
the
800
John Mayer
bucks.
one. Yeah.
The best-selling electric guitar of the last year, which is crazy. The SE
Yeah, yeah, I
Silver
knew
Sky is
that.
the
The
number
second
one,
they started teasing that, like I knew right away. It's like this
and
is a
they're super. I prefer it over to the American one.
yeah,
Yeah,
gift receipts.
Gift receipts,
gift
though. That's
receipts.
that was the
Yeah, I'm
point of
taking
this
that fucking
conversation.
250 bucks for that multimeter. I'm going to get a nice pedal.
Yeah, and then you're gonna call me to fix it.
Yeah,
Sure.
and then Mizette's going to charge you $200 to fix the pedal and get
Yeah,
another multimeter with it.
He
yeah.
can. He could charge me to pay. He could charge me 30 bucks to do shit like that. I wouldn't care.
All right, Mizette, if you were getting
All
a
right.
gift for a significant other, no limit here, you're going all out. What are you getting them?
Ooh, so I toiled with this for quite some time because the gift that I'm gonna say requires you to have other things that I don't know if everybody would have, right? So this is something that it's a very personalized gift, but I think it would be it would be advantageous for any musician to have a universal audio aux box. I have one
Every musician.
right here. It's incredible. It's even if you don't record with it, it has a great attenuator. Um, I use it all the time. It's actually interesting because it functions for me as like obviously a studio. Or I should probably explain what this is first. Okay, so basically you plug your amp into it and then it takes place of the guitar cabinet. Um, but it does a bunch of other shit too. It has a great built-in delay. It has a great built-in compressor, uh, reverb, and EQ. Okay, so those are the four plugins that kind of come with
So
it,
good.
and they sound great. There's several different cabinets and configurations that you can do with that to get you all sorts of different sounds. Um, it has so different miking simulators, right? So you can simulate a few different direct mic combinations, as well as room mics, which really adds like a huge dimension to your sound. It's just a really, really cool device.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just a
really
lot of
good.
kit for the money. It also has like attenuator though that if you just take you can take it out on a gig and knock your dB back a few. Seabass was there to
I
witness
was.
this,
Yep.
so your amp actually sounds better with the attenuator engaged than without it.
Well, it's engaged as soon as you plug it in.
Correct. So on the highest setting,
It's like 2 or 3
it
dB, I
it's
think.
still engaged.
It sounds
It
better.
sounds better than without it. I've
It
always felt that way.
sounds. It sounded like when we plugged in with my twin. It sounded like the amp was like more of a one unit. I don't know how to explain. Like it just kind of melded everything together better for whatever reason.
It's just kind of like rounds off the
Yeah, it
shitty
sounded really
stuff
good.
and
Yeah.
um and I'm still finding different uses for it. I like to use it for testing a lot too, um, because it's really hard to test like a live amp, and get an accurate representation, knowing your mic is exactly right, making sure none of your settings changed with the mic. All of those things are really complicated to like always get perfect every time. For me, the aux eliminates all of those factors. It eliminates isolation issues, all of that
Yeah.
shit. So when I'm testing something, when I'm testing an amp and even repairing it, it's really nice to have this. The other thing is it makes it so I'm constantly listening to the same exact thing so I can tell differences much easier. Like if you're fixing different amps and using different cabinets and speakers every time, you kind of lose sight of your reference point. With the aux, it gives me the same exact reference point.
And it sounds he would when he first got it, he would send our group chat these what amp were you using, then put him through like the Eddie Van Halen
That
thing.
was the best. So I was using
That was so crazy.
An Ampeg Reverber Rocket, and I was like, I want to prove to you guys how insane this is. And I put it on
It's like,
there was like a Van Halen setting, and
it's
it was
that
like the "You Really Got Me" tone, and it
it's
sounded
like
exactly like it.
it's like the sunset sound record, like the 412 with the two mics, one's at an angle, and he's in the same reverb, like the plate or whatever it was. He sent us him playing the riff with this Ampeg. And what were you using at the time? Not even a.
It
You were
was my
using your.
335, I think, right?
Did you have a 335 and
I think it was the 335.
whatever it was? It sounded identical. It sounded so good. Like
Yeah, it
recorded
literally
tone
sounded.
quality. Yeah,
It's amazing. It transformed like a little vintage Reverber Rocket into a monster.
yeah.
Which is kind of scary. And honestly, I do think it works better with driven tones than clean tones, but it's a
Most
great piece
things
of
do.
kit. And I think a lot of people could find uses for it,
How much do
one way
one
or
of those?
another.
How much do one of those cost? Like average?
$1,400 now. When I bought it, it was like 12.
Yeah, they went up
And
a bunch.
but go on Sweetwater, they're like it was like 48 months or something interest free. So just get one, 48
There you go.
It's
Just pay it
48
crazy. That's
off.
a
months
car
interest
loan
free. Yeah, I know. It's insane. And you
for
barely pay
30 bucks a month.
anything.
Yeah,
Mazay needs
It's
that's
worth it.
another great gift for a musician, a car, so they can
A
drive themselves
car.
places.
A car.
yeah,
You
car
know
that
what?
If you
costs.
want to go all out.
One of my gifts was almost lessons.
Lessons.
Right.
My gift
Well, that's
was
the
going to
thing
be a
with lessons.
roadie.
It's actually like a year of lessons. Let's just say with me,
Could be with
would
Ziva.
be if you take one every week would be about the same cost, not a little bit more as the ox.
Yeah.
My prices went up though, just so everyone knows.
That's
Oh.
Joe Biden's America right there.
Actually, no, I
Seabass, what are you
lied. I
at?
lied. It's way more than that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Seabass,
Um,
what would you get for the significant other musician in your life?
I would get them a nuisance for the household, a 20-watt Marshall Plexi combo,
Such a
because
ridiculous gift.
who the fuck wouldn't want it? It's a 1x10. Here's my gripe with it though. It's cool, but it's got Marshall went and got a little cheap on us and put a 10-inch speaker in it, not a 12.
Do you not even like your own gift?
No, I really like the gift. Hear me out. That's the only gripe I have with it. However, the clips of it and everything sound incredible. It is no fucking around. There's no extra switches and boosts in the back. There's no effects loop. There's nothing. It's 20 watts of Marshall goodness. With it also has a low power thing, so I guess it's a little bit modified. It goes to 5 watts. Um, but yeah, it's sick. And the other thing I put on the list, and if you don't want to loop and you don't care about looping because you don't want to be a good musician, you could get an overdrive pedal. Wampler came out with a new $100 line of two pedals, and they sound really good because it's talking stuff. Anyway,
That's pretty
yeah,
sick. Do you guys want to do some overrated, underrated Christmas edition here?
Yes,
Yes.
Here
that's
we
what we
go.
want to do
Okay.
only.
The whole
Okay,
time.
real quick before we get into that, so Seabass a few weeks ago, posted something on his Instagram that was like, share your background, no cheating, and it was Snoopy, and Erica messaged him about it, and
I sent them all to her. Yeah,
he has a collection of Christmas backgrounds
I
for his
found them
phone,
on
Do
TikTok.
they change
which is the most,
daily?
which is the most wholesome thing I've ever heard of my life
Oh,
for
I
an
love.
adult man. It's
Yeah.
like changing his Christmas background on his phone.
Daily, I'm assuming at this point. He's doing
Yeah.
it
No. I
daily,
haven't done it in a while. What is mine
weekly.
right now? Mine right now is like a nice picture of like it's
So it
someone's like
changed. So
nice
it's
tree.
changed.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to. I mean, like Snoopy, I'll put Snoopy back in the Grinch maybe around the holidays. If I'm feeling bad one day, I may put the Grinch. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think about it like that. But yes, I did. I sent your fiance some nice Christmas backgrounds because you didn't have any, I
Hilarious.
guess.
That's
Hilarious.
hilarious. All right, Mize, we'll kick it off with you. Eggnog, overrated, underrated?
Ooh. Okay, so I used to not like eggnog. Now I tried it's very brand dependent. That's what I've learned about eggnog. It's very brand dependent. Like anything else, there's shit eggnog and there's really great eggnog. And there's a world of difference between the two. I tried good eggnog. Eggnog's fucking awesome.
What?
It's very good.
What's the
Uh
brand though?
Yeah, what's the brand?
oh shit. I use it at work. I
Did you
forget what
buy
we
it
have at
or
work.
it's at work? Oh,
It's at work. Yeah, I forget what it is. I'll have to double back on that. But
Yeah, we'll post it.
so eggnog's great. Eggnog lattes even better. Add
Top
a shot
tier.
of espresso, amazing.
I
Eggnog
gotta.
underrated.
What a way to
Maybe I'll
start your
try it
morning.
again.
Try an eggnog cortado or something like that. Seriously, it's good.
Seabass, It's a Wonderful Life, overrated, underrated?
The movie?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
No, just the
overrated.
opinion about life.
Um, it's fucking okay. I'm gonna look up. Hold on, let me make sure I got it right. Overrated, underrated. It's a Wonderful Life. It is a Wonderful Life, but it's a wonderful. Hold on, let me make sure this is the. Yeah, yeah. No, fuck this movie. Here's the thing. Any movie that was made in the 40s besides like Wizard of Oz can kick rocks. They all suck. They're all long. They're all like the every man in every movie like until like 1960s like about to hit his wife like all
Yeah.
the time. So it's
It's a different
fine.
time.
It's got a 93% Rotten Tomatoes. It shouldn't, but it's okay.
Hard disagree. That is a fantastic movie. It's a little depressing as a Christmas
It's
movie.
not a bad movie, but it's 2 hours and 10 minutes of someone almost hitting their wife on Christmas. I'm good. Like,
He didn't. Have you ever watched it? I don't think you've ever watched It's a Wonderful Life.
no, I'm just being funny. He's not actually gonna hit his wife. It's PG, God damn it.
That's
But
what we call humor.
no, I probably watched it 6, 7 years ago. I don't watch that on Christmas. I watch Christmas Story because that's on all day. Grinch, Elf.
Yeah,
The
Shit like
Jim
that.
Carrey Grinch is the greatest Christmas movie ever made.
it is a
It's
good one.
his performance in that. Whatever he won wasn't enough. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
not enough.
We'll
It's
get
unbelievable.
we'll get to the greatest Christmas movie ever made because it's
Oh,
also
okay.
on this list.
Hell
Mize,
yeah.
snow on Christmas or like a cold wintry Christmas, overrated, underrated?
Fuck, I feel like it's been 15 years since I've experienced it, so I don't have a good reference point, but I was just talking about how I remember having this orange saucer sled and I would fucking dig it into the ground and make a fort around it and fucking throw snowballs at people. It's the best. It is what Christmas is about. You don't have snow, you barely have Christmas. It's really
We
hard to feel Christmassy without snow. I feel like I actually get bummed out because there isn't snow on Christmas. It looks like none of the movies. You know what I mean?
it
It's lame.
it
So
will be
underrated.
it might be changing this year is what I was about to say. It
Oh,
it at least I know East Coast for Brian and I will be there for Christmas. Are you gonna be there for Christmas on the East Coast? Or are you gonna be there here?
Maryland. Yeah.
So it says on for here, the Friday before Christmas here in Nashville is gonna be 27 with a low of 11. So if there's
Mm.
any rain at all, it'll freeze. But it's
But is it gonna like?
we might get snow East Coast for Christmas. It says the 23rd there's a chance of snow, and then 25th chance of snow. So
This podcast
not
is brought to
Christmas
you
Eve.
by the AccuWeather forecast.
Yes, it is. Please sponsor me. I look at it so much, and I'll never be a weatherman, but I just I
No,
love it.
that's hopeful. The problem is like it's not like the coldness that's the hang up, it's the amount of precipitation.
I understand. Yeah.
It's like I don't like it's not just seeing snow, it's like snow that needs to lay. It's like when people go to stop their
Powdery.
cars,
Yeah.
they keep going. That's the kind of snow I want. Like you come to a stop sign, you're so oh shit, oh and then yeah, that's the kind of snow I'm after.
Sean's like, if the snow isn't dangerous, fuck off.
Not worth it.
If you
If
can't
there isn't
die,
if there isn't peril with my snow, I don't want
I'm
snow.
out of
Dude, okay,
here.
so can I tell you I have a guilty pleasure of watching the winter videos where the cars can't stop but they just like pile up.
They just keep hitting one
Have you
another.
guys not seen these
Brutal.
Hit
videos?
I
each
have
other
seen
or
that.
like all just like swerve.
They kind of like swerve and they hit each
On
other.
the
They all
highway,
try to
yeah.
like come up to a stop sign and they just keep
They
going.
hit, but it's not like a
Yeah.
50-mile-an-hour hit. It's like a slow hit. It's
Oh,
like a
there's some
slow
of those
accident.
too.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh
the
my
slow
god.
accidents are the funniest though, because
Oh,
the car will
for
just
sure.
like creep and then they'll just like kind of bump each other.
It's also
hilarious.
funny because you know the people in the car are like really trying to get it to stop and like
You
but it's
see the
happening
car.
so slowly.
They're trying
Yeah.
to turn right and the car's going left.
Yeah, they turn left and the back comes around.
All the way around. Oh man.
Those are
Seabass,
hilarious.
It's a good time.
Christmas carolers, overrated, underrated.
Christmas carolers?
Yeah, like the people that go around and sing them.
Depends. Perfectly rated, I guess. They don't happen. It doesn't happen to me very often. But
It's never happened to me. I wouldn't
someone
know.
people have knocked on my door, I think, once, and we knew they were coming.
You
You
But
tell me, go the
random,
It was
fuck
like
away.
it was like a known
random
thing.
people, no. Random Christmas carols, no. If it's part of the shtick, sure. It's perfectly rated. It's fine.
Isn't Christmas in general just a whole shtick?
Yes.
Yeah, but but it's more fun than Christmas. Yeah, but it's
Alright,
not
okay.
bad music. You know what I mean?
Just add music to it. It's
It's
better.
fucking Bing
Everything's
Crosby's.
better.
It's Bing Crosby's beginning to look like Christmas, which is awesome.
Mazay, so I feel this one's gonna get a little out of hand, but I have to give it to you. Pine or fir wood, overrated, underrated?
Pine or fir.
Pine slash fir. Like if you're gonna
Like Douglas fir.
yeah.
Look at
fir
Douglas. So
wood.
are we talking about the wood in general or like the Christmas tree itself?
The wood in general.
The wood in general. Pine is the best. Pine is the best because you make guitars out of it. You can make great amp cabinets out of it. It's a little soft. It's hard to work with. Oh my god. You know that. Fir really has one use, and it's to hold Christmas decorations.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah, so
good.
it looks great.
It looks good.
I think I might have a spruce right now. You guys will have put. Oh, by the way, I'll send a picture to the bias. My
I
Christmas
saw.
tree fell over.
It fell over.
Completely fell over.
It's
Top
fully
side.
over.
Is it because
Yeah, it's
whenever you fell the tree, did you cut it the wrong way, Mazay?
I got it out of a parking lot. You asked the parking lot attendant.
Oh, did you put it in the stand? That's probably the issue. You didn't lock the stand.
I did lock the stand. It's just
Well,
really
clearly not. It's on the ground.
it's so heavy. The base to my stand wasn't wide enough for how big of a tree we got this year.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
Now you need to put stakes in the side to keep it up, like in the
I'm just
ground.
gonna
how
gonna
big's
throw
how
it-
big's the trunk?
just
Can I
gonna-
make golf clubs out of it?
Dude, so
For
dude,
sure,
I'm
probably.
gonna throw it in my backyard where the other Christmas tree carcasses have been, and you can just come and harvest them.
That'd be
'Cause
awesome.
there's like a graveyard of Christmas trees in my backyard.
Do you want to start making like guitar necks out of them?
I was about to say,
Yeah.
if you got
Yeah.
spruce, then you can do like make an acoustic.
Yeah, you can do a top. Yeah.
Do a top.
All right,
No,
Seabass.
Pine.
Seabass.
Wait, did I say overrated, underrated, or did I pick between the two?
I don't
You
know.
just said pine is better.
I think you explained and then said pine's better. I
Pine's
lose
better.
track sometimes when you explain.
Me too.
So overrated, underrated.
You, Sean.
Oh,
We're lost here at this point in the show.
fuck. Overrated. I'm gonna go overrated.
All
There's
right.
so many different types of woods. I mean, this
What are
is
we
just the most average wood.
What are we doing?
I thought you were about to kick off the next whatever.
Seabass. I'll kick it
That's
off for you
funny.
here. Overrated.
That's an
underrated,
edit.
Seabass.
Dude, a part of me thought my sound was off. Like a part of me thought like there's a technical failure because you guys were so good at being quiet that
Because we were waiting
We were
for
watching you, bro.
Like we're supposed to do.
Seabass. Die Hard, the movie. Overrated, underrated.
Perfectly rated.
Mm.
Best Christmas movie ever made.
No, but
Oh.
I'm
No.
not into. No. It's just not my.
Is
I'm
it a
not in the
Christmas
mood
movie?
to watch Die Hard at Christmas, but it's a good movie.
Is it a Christmas movie?
Um,
It's a movie during Christmas.
I would say so, it's not a. Well, is a Christmas movie have to be about Christmas?
That's a good question.
Because if it doesn't, then yes. Because you hear
Right.
people.
So, okay. So if a movie happens during the beginning of July, is it a 4th of July movie?
No,
No.
that's not the same thing because there's no season around it. We don't do that.
But my point is that a
A
Christmas
Fourth of
movie
July
has to
season.
be specifically about Christmas, right? Like if a movie happens during Christmas, it's not necessarily a Christmas movie, right?
You mean if the movie takes place at Christmas? Is that what you're
So say
saying?
Fast and the
Like around the
Furious.
20th of
Right,
December?
let's say the Fast and the Furious,
Those
they're
movies
racing,
suck.
but there's Christmas trees on the side of the road. It's not a Christmas movie. It's just a movie during
Yeah,
Christmas.
but that's not the same thing. But
Not that
anyway,
not that they could race those cars in that weather. It
when
wouldn't
was
work. Horrible.
when?
We'd be watching videos of them sliding into each other if they were racing
Yeah, I
those
know.
cars.
I would. Can you imagine just a bunch of old Supras just piling up on each other?
Just
It'd be
all
such a
stacked
tragedy.
on one
Okay,
another.
so Die Hard takes place 1990 Christmas Eve in Washington D.C.
Yeah, but just because of that, the fact of it being on the 24th, is
No, I
is
don't.
that
That's why I don't think so. It's fine.
what do you think, Brian? Just
Uh,
by nature of it being on the 24th, it makes it a Christmas movie?
I've always considered it a Christmas movie just for the hell of
It's
it. So I've always
people
considered it
watch
one.
it around Christmas. It's a thing
I
for
do.
sure.
Is
Yeah, I
sudden
watch it
is
every Christmas. I watch Die
Whether
Hard.
we like it or not, I mean, it's
is
people
Sudden
do.
Death a hockey movie?
Yeah, and it's the greatest hockey movie ever made.
No, excuse
Fuck
me, D3
Miracle.
Mighty Ducks.
Fuck D3. Have you seen Sudden Death, bro? They blow up the
Sudden
I
Death.
haven't.
Jumbotron.
I haven't seen it.
It's a Pittsburgh
Jean-Claude
thing.
Van Damme plays goalie and then beats
Jean-Claude
the
Van
shit out of
Damme-
Iceberg. You know in Family Guy, whenever Peter Griffin fights the chicken in
Yes.
Family, that's based on Sudden Death. Whenever Jean-Claude
funny.
Van Damme fights the penguin, man.
Is that really true?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Oh, that's funny as
Yes,
shit.
It's a real thing.
it's like a well-known Pittsburgh movie. Like
Yeah. Sudden Death is a top-tier Pittsburgh movie.
All right.
they do it in the Mellon Arena, the
Yeah,
old Mellon
that's the
Arena.
reason we got a new Jumbotron in the Mellon Arena, because they crashed
Yeah.
a helicopter.
What
into
is that
ours.
place called?
The Mellon
Well,
Arena.
what the dome? It's not there
What's the
anymore.
word you're saying? The first with the M.
Melon, like watermelon.
I thought you were saying like Melanin Arena. I was like, they called it the Melanin Arena. It's pretty fucking racist out there
That's
in
not
Pittsburgh.
that's not what we call it, bro. It's the Mellon.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were saying.
Melon Bank.
Yeah.
It was a bank.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, no, it's a Christmas movie, but it's perfectly rated.
It's a great movie. What about
movie.
your listens for the week? You guys want to jump into that? Sean, you got some Christmas listens for us?
Yeah, actually,
Christmas?
hang on, but let me Seabass go first because I need to grab the name of this real quick.
They got to be Christmas.
It's a Christmas
No, they don't
episode.
have to be.
It's a whole Christmassy episode, you know?
All
I
right.
have one.
Okay,
Okay, I got it.
All
you
right.
do yours first. If it's got to be Christmas.
Okay,
Christmas
Joel
theme.
Patterson. Joel Patterson's Hi-Fi Christmas guitar. Yeah, so that's it. Joel Patterson is an absolute phenom guitar player. He's like a very like 50s style. Plays one of those Gibson 295s, the gold ones with the P90s in it, and he just plays like the coolest tweedy slapback Christmas guitar music ever. It's awesome. Joel Patterson's Hi-Fi Christmas guitar. That's the record.
Seabass?
Very cool. It would be because I just love everything that he does. To be honest, it's Frank Sinatra's Christmas album. I think it's called A Jolly Christmas with Frank Sinatra. It's from 1957. But if it wasn't Christmas, I would tell you to go listen to the first Toto record because that's what I've been listening to like crazy.
The first Toto record is great.
I'm
first-
gonna next
first
podcast. I'm not gonna tell you. My dad's just gonna appear in my spot, and you guys can
You talk about Toto?
I
for
hope so.
15
Why is
minutes.
Toto bad? I don't understand.
It's not bad. It's just
It's
not bad at all.
amazing.
Toto's great.
Toto is great.
But,
Toto's so good.
I'm going to suggest that you guys listen to A Wonderful Christmas Time on repeat 12 times in a row because it's a great song.
that was
Just
the record.
Make a whole album out of A Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. Just listen to it 12 times.
It's good
What's the-
though. It
what's
is
the-
good.
Let's go around the horn. What is the best Christmas song? Is that your vote, Brian?
That would be mine, yeah.
It's up there.
It's up there. It's top tier Christmas song.
He's just so good too.
Yeah.
Like the little
Bass,
piano
what's
player.
what's your number one?
I don't know. You gotta
Christmas
come. I gotta look it up. I gotta look up a
I-
list. of them, 'cause
I-
I forget.
song?
I've been listening to a lot of them lately, so
My
Mariah Carey's
favorite
is very
Christmas
good.
song, I think the best Christmas song is Donny Hathaway, This Christmas.
I don't think
Do
I've
we
never
have?
heard that version of it. Have I?
Wow.
This Christmas. That song?
No, 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 no. Oh wait,
Oh, that's
it might.
Last Christmas,
That's
and
last. Oh, okay. That's
I might
last
be picking that. I
Christmas.
know that that's by Wham, which is George Michael, and
I
people
love.
like hate on
It's a
him.
great
But
song.
that's a good. That might
It's a
be one of my.
great
Because
song.
if I can't do Paul McCartney, I'm probably gonna do Wham, which is Last Christmas.
Yeah, it's a really good
Yeah.
song too.
Hmm.
That's
What
a
about
that's,
like? What about like the? Isn't there like an Etta Fitzgerald version of
there's a Nat King Cole one, which is good.
Walking in Winter Wonderland or something? You know,
Maybe.
there's some good stuff out there.
There's a lot of good stuff out there.
Christmas is the one time of year where people find jazz acceptable.
You
Yeah.
told us that.
Um,
the
so
the
there's a lot of
Brian
good jazz
Seltzer
tunes out there.
the Brian Seltzer Orchestra has some good Christmas stuff out there. They're very rock and roll
Yeah,
with it.
yeah,
They have some
man.
good Christmas stuff out there.
Wait, did you say
Brian
Brian
Setzer.
What is it?
Seltzer?
Setzer.
Setzer, not
Setzer.
seltzer.
Whatever. It'd be way cooler if his last name was Seltzer. It'd be a way different marketing brand.
He's so underrated.
Such
Nobody
a
brings
great
him up
singer.
as a guitar god. He's up there. He's
Yeah,
so
he's so
good.
good.
Does he play? I
He's
didn't
even
know.
at his old age. He's
Great
like
tone.
Yeah, I didn't
great
know he was the
tone,
guitar player for it.
very original tone. Like he's got the amps that he uses and the thing he's been using it forever. What is it? It's like a
Is the
blonde.
blonde basement or blonde bandmaster
They're
something
like
like that?
18 watts though. They're like real small. They're not like super heavy
Oh,
headroom. They're
I
like a
thought they were.
specific amp from a specific year that he uses only, and they have like a bunch of spares, and they only use the RE201 or RE101, whatever 301. I forget what it is. It's one of those a
The
top.
201 is the famous one.
I think he uses that, or it's a three. It's not the famous one, but it's got reverb and slap in it.
Yeah, they all do. The 150 is really nice too.
And he
I like
uses a Gretsch,
that a
which
lot.
like, and for someone who like doesn't play like country music, it's cool to see that
Yeah.
big body. Anyway,
Yeah, and it's rock and roll as hell. It's cool.
yeah, it's very. If you like Elvis and you like Little Richard stuff like that, his kind of stuff is like that, but musicianship's just a little bit higher.
Yeah.
He's got a big band too, like full
Yeah.
horns all the time. And but anyway,
They make some
yeah,
good
I would say
Christmas.
that's a good Christmas rock
Yeah,
album.
they make some good Christmas music.
But yeah, Last Christmas is good.
By Wham. I didn't. Well, I heard that this year, and I had to look at it. I was like, "Who's this by?" And I saw Wham, and I was like,
Wham.
"Wow, I can't believe I love this song right now."
I know,
By
it's really
Wham.
good.
Seabass, real quick, do you have a pedal announcement that you want to tell us before we
Oh
sign off?
yes.
I think that'd be a cool idea.
You know what? Let me turn this down so it's
A
more
great
super
Christmas gift for people. Do you want a drum roll here? I don't have a drum roll
Yes,
on the soundboard.
please. And I'll reveal it when I pull this up. Oh, I thought you had
Uh,
drums queued up. I'm not sure how many are left, but let's put the light over this way. This is my new signature fuzz pedal, which is it's fucking sick. Obviously,
What's it called?
it's called Problem Child, as you can tell here.
Who
By
makes
BG
it?
Harding. He started putting a sticker on things too, which I kind of like his sticker.
I
It's
like
very
that.
cool.
I like that.
I'll run down real quick. So it's a silicon fuzz face on this side. These two, the level affects everything. That's why it's not black. Silicon, this is just the fuzz knob for the when you have this side engaged. Boost affects everything and bias affects everything. Now when we click this, which is your germanium knob or germanium switch, you engage a third transistor, then this gain knob takes over the whole pedal without the gain. So actually what I've been doing is boost on, bias there, having the fuzz set like this, whatever we call it, almost up all the way on the fuzz, volume up all the
Yeah.
way. And then I have been clicking on the germanium side for a lower gain sound because it sounds kind of like an aggressive, just like overdrive.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's still got this fuzziness to it. It's really, really cool. And then there's some great gated sounds. It's really Sean. You'll have to play it. It's really, really good.
Yeah,
It's the
man.
best version so far by miles.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love this version still. I
That
got
one's
one
like
of
That's
those.
not
the-
as fuzz. That
That's
one's
the
not as
scuffed
fuzzy.
version.
Yeah, this one is the second one, or this is the third one that he made. It's cool. The first one he made could have just been a pedal. The very
Yeah.
first one. There's less knobs on it and stuff, but I'm glad this one has got that stuff it's got.
Yeah.
It's great. It's the profile's a little bit thinner. It's nice. It's really good. It fits on the board nice. Looks good on the inside. Yes, I'm really happy with it. It's fucking.
Cool. Give one more shout out for the people. What's the name and maker?
Oh, the maker is BG Harding. It's a guy in the UK. It's called The Problem Child. It's on his website. He's making 15 of them. I think probably 7, maybe 8 or 9 are already sold. And hopefully, if it goes well, we can sell more of them. Go get it. It's for the working musician. It's silicone on one side, you have the germanium in, but there will not be any temperature problems as far as I'm aware.